guys, this is Eric from TheWiscoGuyz here. Coming at you today on a nice sunny bright day. It pretty much rained for the last weekend, so I'm doing this video this weekend. Finally can get out and enjoy the nice weather. But today we're gonna go over my Focus ST and the 5 things that I hate about it. So let's jump into this video. We'll just drive around and just kind of just have a talk on what I hate about this vehicle. See you in a bit. So here we go. 5 things that I hate about this car, and we'll start off number 1. The first thing, I looked at this car and I seen that that a lot of people complained about this, and I told myself, it's not that bad. It can't be that bad. I'll get the car. Can't be that bad. The turning radius of this car is atrocious. It is by far the worst vehicle I've ever had for turning radius. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but it's terrible. Old piece of shit 88 GMC turns a tighter radius than this car does. So like I said, I didn't think it was gonna matter that much, but kind of sucks. Pretty much you could do a U-turn in any other vehicle. All of a sudden you try to do a U-turn with this thing and you have to do a Y-turn. You got to throw it in reverse and back up. I mean, after a little while you get used to it, like, oh well, I already know what I need to do. But when I first started driving this car, I was like, oh shit, I gotta back up. I can't make a U-turn here. So that's number 1 on the list for sure. So number 2 is going to be the fuel tank size. Now that is not a big issue, but it kind of sucks sometimes, when you're either traveling or just trying to make it from payday to payday. So but the fuel tank size is not very big. I think it's like 12 or 13 gallons or something like that, which it's big enough for these cars when they're just the regular Focus model. But these ones, they get good gas mileage, don't get me wrong. This car gets great gas mileage for what it is, so but when you get the Focuses that are just the SE models with the same size gas tank as this, of course, they tend to get better range on them. But these, I can only squeeze 300, maybe 310 out of it per tank, which is okay. I mean, it's not terrible, but it seems like you're at the gas station a little bit more than I would like to be. I'll show you here what I'm getting for mileage, and my tank is full right now, and I only have 267 till E. So this is the kind of mileage I'm getting right here. I just filled up yesterday, and we're already, let's see, we're down a little bit. It said like 301 when I filled up, but I definitely haven't driven 35 miles, so that's for sure. But it's okay. I mean, it does get good gas mileage. I've been running quick trip gas lately, trying to prove to people that it really does terrible in my car, at least. And I run the 91 no ethanol premium, so but I'm gonna switch back to the Shell V-Power 91 with no ethanol. So but yeah, I just wish the gas tank was a little bit bigger. Fuel tank size, wish it was just a little bit bigger, like 15, maybe even 17 gallons, but I don't know where they'd fit it back there. I've seen underneath this car, and I've had it on the lift, and I guess you can't really make it that much bigger, but it would be nice. But that's number 2. So number 3 on the list is for ST1 Focus STs only. I've had 2 of these Focus ST1 packages, and actually my first one that I had was a Kona Blue Focus ST. It had literally no options, nothing. The only option it had from the factory was the block heater, and that was included. So for ST1 only, and then that is, there is no Sirius satellite radio. And you know, how much would it take to add a Sirius satellite radio? I mean, I'm sure everything's there just to wire it up. I mean, there's an antenna on the top that I'm sure that is all included on the ST2s and ST3s, and I mean, really, how hard would it be to just, you know, give you satellite radio on the base interface here? With the ST1 package, you don't get the radio, and I'll show you here. You don't get Sirius satellite. So if someone ever asks me, and all you have there, FM, FM2, AM, AM2, and back to FM1. So there is no Sirius satellite radio. My salesman even went in here and did that on my first Focus ST, just to he's like, you must have it, it's got the sticker in the window. So but yeah, that's, I wish I had it, and I hate that this car doesn't have it. So even, I mean, my first one even had the little sticker on the window here. Had the little sticker that said Sirius satellite radio, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, like, I even went to my salesman too, and I said, hey, where's my Sirius satellite radio? And I was just shitting with him because I knew it didn't have it. So but he's like, oh, you don't have it? And I said, yeah, I don't have it. I don't have satellite radio. What is this? What is this? You know, and I was just giving him shit because I knew that this they didn't have it. I was just giving him crap. But that's one thing, you know, I wish this car had that I hate that it doesn't, is just have Sirius satellite radio. I mean, how much more would it? I'd even pay extra $100 for it, you know. So but I wasn't gonna pay, you know, whatever the ST2 package was to just get that. But yeah, that's number 3 on the list for things I hate about this vehicle. So number 4 on the list, I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else has this problem. Please comment below if you've had the same issue. But the shifter boot, and this is one thing I hate, the shifter boot always comes loose on the top right hand corner of where it goes around there, the trim piece always comes loose. Did it on my first one, and it's doing it on this one right here. And I don't know what it is, why it does it, but my assumption is that when this car gets, you know, to be in that negative 20 degree weather and I have to move it or something or what have you, and I go to push it into reverse or first, and you know, you're stretching that leather so far. I'm thinking that's what does it and breaks the tab on oh, I got the cops here. Watch out. What's going on? See them? APD. It like stretches it when you go to first gear or reverse, and when it's that cold, you know, negative 20 degrees, I think that's what does it, and it just shrinks to the point where that clip just breaks away, and you know, that boot starts lifting up off the trim panel. So but that's number 4 on my list, and it's happened my blue 2016, and now it's happening to my my 2017, and this car's only got 6,481 miles. So I don't know, I don't know if you guys ever experienced that or not, but it is covered under warranty. If I get sick of it, I'll just, you know, tell the guys in service, hey, this thing's popping out, can we, you know, cover it under warranty. So But that's number 4. So the last and final thing on this list that I hate about these cars, and I didn't like it on my first one, I never did anything about it, and I actually fixed it on my on this white one, and that is how quiet these vehicles are from the factory. It is actually kind of really comical on how quiet these vehicles are from the factory. I ended up doing a resonator delete on this, and it totally changed how it sounds. It's not much, but it's just enough to where you can hear it. You can actually hear the car. You don't have to look at the RPMs to know where you're at in the rev range, and it just kind of made this car a little bit more have a personality, kind of made it have a personality. Like, you know, it's just not every other Focus that's going down the road. I recommend anybody to do it. It's cheap. It's really, really easy to do. I mean, you could probably do it yourself if you bought the right size pipe. I actually took it to a shop, which I have a video I'll link here on what it sounds like with a resonator delete. But that, you know, that was like one of the biggest things when I had my blue one. I was like, man, I really don't like how quiet this thing is. Like, it just, you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear anything. I mean, they do pipe in the noise from the engine bay, which I'll let you hear now. But, you know, with that resonator being deleted, the sound composer and, you know, the deleted resonator kind of work hand in hand. You know, one doesn't overpower the other, you know, too much. It really complements each other. So that's one thing I recommend if you're thinking about doing exhaust. You know, you just don't have the funds yet, and you're like, well, I still want to get some sound out of this thing. Just go to a muffler shop. They usually do it for around 40 to 50 bucks, and that I ended up paying like $45 with tax. Welded in, never have to worry about it. So I mean, that was one thing I hated about this car, is it was just too quiet. That's mostly the sound composer, but you let off and you can hear that, you know, kind of a little bit backfire in there. Or shouldn't say backfire, but like a little, you know, a little burble, I should say. So and it's not going to get me in trouble, you know, like anything like that. So, but that's number 5 and the final thing I hate about this car. So, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Definitely comment below on what you guys think of the 5 things I hate about this car. Even if you don't own one, you know, comment below, you know, and I usually respond to every comment. So, and if you do own one, let me know what you hate about your car. Please subscribe. Check out some other videos that I got going on. So smash that like button. So thank you guys for watching. Hey, thanks for watching.